Welcome to today's session aimed at giving you the edge in your next spectroscopist interview. In a field where precision and teamwork are paramount, we're here to guide you through some essential questions. Let's dive in with our first topic, focusing on your ability to work collaboratively in complex situations. Could you share an experience where you teamed up to tackle a challenging analytical problem using spectroscopy? This question is designed to explore your teamwork skills, especially under the complexity of analytical challenges. It's about understanding how you collaborate and contribute in group projects. Let's look at a few tips to help you structure your response effectively. Mention the specific spectroscopy technique you used. Clearly describe the analytical problem and its importance. Explain your role and contributions within the team. Emphasize how you communicated and collaborated with others. Wrap up with the outcome and what you learned from the experience. Now, here's an example of how you might answer this question.
In a recent project, our team utilized UV-Vis spectroscopy to analyze some chemical compounds. We faced a challenge with accurately determining their concentrations. I collaborated with a colleague to fine-tune our method and establish a reliable calibration curve. Through regular meetings, we enhanced our communication, which helped resolve issues promptly. Our efforts culminated in a publication, and I realized the critical role teamwork plays in complex analytical tasks.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Spectroscopist. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a time when you had to adjust your analytical techniques due to unexpected results. This question aims to assess your adaptability and problem-solving skills when your initial methods don't go as planned. Here are a few strategies to help you craft a strong response. Pick a specific instance from your past experiences. Clearly describe the unexpected results you encountered. Explain the techniques you initially applied and why they failed. Discuss the adjustments you made and their necessity. Conclude with the outcome and what you gleaned from the experience. Let me give you an example to illustrate.
In a previous role, I encountered unexpected peaks in my NMR spectrum. Initially, I used standard solvent conditions, but the results weren't adding up. I decided to modify the solvent composition and re-optimize the parameters. This resolved the peaks, allowing me to identify a new impurity. The experience underscored the importance of being adaptable with analytical techniques.
Can you describe a significant challenge you faced during a spectroscopic analysis and how you overcame it? This question is here to gauge your problem-solving abilities and how you approach challenges in your analytical work. Let's consider some tips to help you frame your experience comprehensively. Identify a specific challenge you faced in spectroscopic work. Outline the steps you took to analyze and address the issue. Highlight any troubleshooting or innovative techniques you employed. Discuss the outcome and what you learned. Connect the experience to how it has bolstered your skills as a spectroscopist. Here's a sample response for better clarity.
During a routine IR analysis, interference from solvent peaks obscured the target signals. I conducted the analysis again with varied solvent conditions and adjusted the spectrometer settings to minimize background noise. This approach led to clearer spectra and successful compound identification. The situation taught me the significance of optimizing sample preparation.
If you encountered inconsistent results from a spectroscopic experiment, how would you go about troubleshooting the issue? This question evaluates your analytical approach and troubleshooting skills when faced with inconsistent experimental results. Here are some strategies that can guide your answer. Start by verifying the instrument's calibration. Review your sample preparation process for any errors. Ensure the correct parameters and settings were used. Consider repeating the experiment with fresh samples. Seek insights from colleagues or literature on potential errors. Let's look at an example answer to illustrate this.
Firstly, I'd verify the spectrometer's calibration, as miscalibration can cause inconsistencies. Next, I'd review the sample preparation process to rule out errors. If the issue persists, I'd repeat the experiment with fresh samples and consult colleagues for additional insights.
Imagine you're working on an important project with limited resources. How would you manage your time and equipment? This situational question probes your ability to prioritize and efficiently allocate resources when they're limited. Here are some considerations to help you plan your response. Identify project priorities based on goals and deadlines. Assess the resources available and their capabilities. Focus your time on critical tasks before less important ones. Consider collaborating with colleagues for resource sharing. Regularly review and adjust your resource allocations as needed. Here's how you might approach answering this question.
I would begin by identifying the project's critical goals and prioritize tasks accordingly. I'd assess the available equipment and allocate my time to tasks that offer the most significant results with the resources we have. Additionally, I'd collaborate with my team for any shared resources and adjust plans based on our progress.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.